Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the online class. Civics part. In the civics part, we are learning the local self-government. That is Unit 5. Already we have learned 2 classes about this local self-government. That first we have seen the meaning of the words local self-government. Meaning of the word local self-government, that is, local self-government means the institutions that look after the administration of a local area, that is known as local self-government. Then we have seen the historical background of this local self-government. The local self-government has got the history It started from the ancient period, ancient Tamil Nadu, especially the Chola period. Local self-government worked effectively. Then Mauryan period, throughout India, that local self-government worked effectively. Then the British period, that is in the year 1882, it is introduced by the then Governor General of India, Lord Ripon, introduced the local self-government in India. So he was called father of local self-government. Ripon was called father of local self-government. From independence, the local self-government was prominent. It has got the salient features through the amendment of the Constitution 73 and 74. We have seen some of the provisions of that amendment Constitution of 73 and 74. Then the salient features of Tamil Nadu Panchayat Raj Act 1994. According to that 1994 Panchayat Raj Act, Tamil Nadu Panchayat Raj Act, there is a 3-tier system in the village panchayat, that is village panchayat, panchayat union and district panchayat. These are a 3-tier system in the village panchayat system. Like this, the local self-government, urban local self-government, also we can see the 3-tier system. That is town panchayat, municipality, corporation. That today we are going to see the urban local government. Till the district panchayat we have completed, even the functions of the district panchayat also we have completed. Next topic, urban local government. Under the urban local government, 3 local governments we are going to see, that town panchayat, municipality and corporation. First we are going to see about the town panchayat. The urban areas, the town limit, mostly these town panchayat, municipality and corporation divided based on the population. There where the more than 10,000 people live, that place is called as town panchayat. That place is called town panchayat. You may have heard about some of the town panchayat. Here the members are elected, town panchayat, panchayat president, town panchayat president and members are elected through the people for 5 years, 5-year term. Mostly all the elections will be held once in 5 years. These town panchayat members and the president also elected for 5-year term. One executive officer, that government official, will come to the administration of the town panchayat. Administration of the town panchayat done by the government official, executive officer. Then municipality also divided based on the population. Where the population more than 1 lakh, that area is considered as the municipality. Members and the chairman of the municipalities are directly elected by the people for a 5-year term. Here the municipal commissioner is appointed. He was a government official, look after the administration of the municipality. So that he is appointed as a municipal commissioner. So these are all mentioned about the municipality. Next about corporation, municipal corporation. Totally in Tamil Nadu here mentioned about 12 corporation. Chennai corporation, Kovai, Madurai, Trichy, Tirunelveli, Salem, Erode, Vellore, Thoothukudi, Tirupur, Tanjore, Dindigul. Like this, 12 corporations, municipal corporations are there in Tamil Nadu. The corporation also divided based on the population. There are about 1 crore people where they live. That place is divided as a municipal corporation. The municipal commissioner is administrative officer. The mayor is the chairman of the corporation. The term of the mayor and other members are 5 years. Mayor, the municipal corporation, head of the municipal corporation is known as mayor. Other members are elected for 5-year term. Even the mayor also elected for 5-year term. One more officer, the municipal commissioner, will be appointed. A person is an Indian administrative officer. One who is having the IAS qualification, Indian administrative qualification, IAS officer will be appointed as the municipal commissioner in the corporation. Chennai Corporation building is known as Ripon building. He was the British Viceroy. After that death he was the British Viceroy, Lord Ripon. In this name, the building is there in Chennai, Ripon building. That building is at present the Chennai Corporation building. They have named as Ripon building. Here it is mentioned the name, the British Viceroy after whom the building of Chennai Corporation is named, that is Ripon. Important function of the mayor of the corporation. What are the functions the mayor does? He acts as a bridge between the members of the corporation and the government. He is a bridge. He joins that members cooperate with the members and the government. He presides over the meetings of the corporation council. Council meetings will be held. In the council meetings, he presides the functions of the corporation meetings. He receives the dignitaries. He receives from some foreigners, comes to the city, come to the sometimes foreigners will come from other countries. At that time, he also one of them to receive the dignitaries from foreign countries. Persons who are coming from the foreign countries, he receives. These are all the 3 functions given, important 3 functions of the mayor of a city corporation. Other types of other urban panchayats. Apart from these town panchayats, municipality and corporation, some other urban panchayats also there. Here it is mentioned notified area committee for the particular area. Some committees will be there. Town area committee, the town areas, some committee, some members will be there. Look after for the betterment of the town area, particular area. Some members will be there. Cantonment board, township, port trust, special purpose agency. All these, some group of people will be there to look after the functions of that particular area. That is urban panchayats. They will do some betterment of the area. They will work for the betterment of the area. Elections to the local government in Tamil Nadu. Elections will be held once in 5 years. To conduct the free and fair election, there is election commission. There is an election commission to conduct the elections. Even the local government election also conducted by the election commission of Tamil Nadu. Election commission of India is there. Under that, each state there is a election commission. That is state election commission. For all the states, one center there is a election commission in India. India level on election commission. Under the India level election commission, state level election commission also there. Even in Tamil Nadu, there is a state election commission. That state election commission conduct the local self-government election, general election. This local body election also conducted. That election also conducted by the Tamil Nadu Election Commission. The electoral, to conduct the local self-government election, the electoral roll is prepared. The seats reserved according to the percentage of seats reserved, and also for the women to proportion to the population by rotation basis. Some seats are reserved for the women candidate. Some seats are considered as reserved seats. The reserved seats only meant for the women. No men candidate can contest, where the seats are reserved for women. This local self-government is working effectively, significantly functioning. It also has some of the problems and challenges. Still, our local self-government facing some problems and challenges. What are the problems and challenges faced by the local self-government? First point here it is mentioned, lack of clear demarcation of powers and function of local bodies. From the local bodies, urban local bodies and the village local bodies are village panchayat union, and their power functions and all not marked, clearly marked. Powers are not marked clearly. Lack of clear demarcation. There is lacking the limit of power between these local bodies. Functions of the local bodies not mentioned clear. Allocation of funds and needs assessment are not matching. Government allocating fund, that is their needs assessment not at all matching. Sometimes government allocating less fund, they maybe need more fund. Like this, some problems are facing allocating the fund and needs of assessment. We are also facing some problem. Then the next one is some problems and challenges are there in the caste, class and religion in decision making. Taking the decision of regarding the caste, class and religion. Also the local self-government facing problems and challenges. Then the poor accountability of elected members. Among the elected members, there is poor accountability poor responsibility. That means some elected members are not acting proper, not working effectively, not carrying out their works efficiently. That is poor accountability of elected members and officials at the grassroots levels of democracy. These are all the problems are facing the local self-government. Local self-government are facing the problems and challenges. Here it is mentioned about 4 problems and challenges faced by the local self-government. Here it is mentioned about one of the person was a social reformer and politician, Periyar, as a chairperson of municipality. When he was Periyar, once he was the chairman of the municipality of Erode. Periyar Ive Ramaswamy became the chairman of the Erode municipality in the year 1917. During his tenure, Erode municipality, Periyar worked effectively for providing piped drinking water supply. That time, now it is very prominent. Those time, first time they introduced the pipeline drinking water. First in that municipality only Periyar introduced when he was the chairman of the Periyar Erode municipality. Chairman of when he was the chairman of the Erode municipality, he introduced that piped drinking water supply. That is mentioned here. So these are all these points here mentioned. Almost some more questions we have to mark. That is short answer, last one. Name the urban local governments. Name the urban local governments. Page number 275, functions of urban local government. The box it is given. Urban local government, town panchayat, municipality, corporation. These are all the urban local governments. They have to be marked. Name the urban local government answer. That is short answer 51, page number 275. That box it is given urban local government, town panchayat, municipality and corporation. Then the detailed question. Second one, first one we have marked. First one, write a detail about the salient features of 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment of Act 1992. That we have marked the page number 272, salient features of the 73rd and 4th Constitutional Amendment. Almost 7 points. All the 7 points we have marked. 7 points we have marked. Then the next one is describe the major problems and challenges faced by the local self-government. Describe the major problems and challenges faced by the local self-government. That is page number, just now we have seen that page number 276, under the heading problems and challenges facing the local self-government. Here mention 4 points. The 4 points to be marked. First one is lack of clear demarcation of powers and functions of local bodies. Second point, allocation of funds and needs assessment are not matched. Third one, role of caste, class and religion in decision making at the local self-government. Fourth one, poor accountability of elected members and officials at the grassroots levels of democracy. All these points to be marked for this detail, for second detail. Enough. Then the one words, we have marked already. Choose the correct answer. Once again, I will tell you. Which committee was appointed by the Planning Commission in 1985? That is G.V.K. Rao. Second one, Uttaramerur stone inscription show evidences of prevalent local self-government during Chola period in Tamil Nadu. That is option A, Chola period. 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act was enacted during the year in 1992. Then the fourth one is District Collector act as the Inspector of Village Panchayat. That is option B. Then fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. Lord Ripon is known as father of local government. That spelling you can see in the book, right? Second one, restoration of Panchayat has become an article of faith during our freedom struggle. Third one is Kudavole Murai was the name of the secret ballot methods exercised. That spelling also you can see the book. Kudavole was the name of the secret ballot method exercised to elect members of the village councils during the Chola period. Then fourth one, local government which function in villages are called village panchayat. Village panchayat. Then fifth one, executive officer will look after the administration of town panchayat. Then match the following. Match the following. First one, Zilla Parishad, District Collector. District Collector. Then second one, Gram Sabhas, villages. Gram Sabhas held in the villages. Third one, ward committees found in municipalities. Ward committees in the municipalities. Panchayat Union is chairman. Is Panchayat Union chairman. Corporation mayor. Mayor is the head of the corporation. Mayor is the head of the corporation. Like this. Once again, I will tell you. Zilla Parishad, District Collector, Gram Sabhas, villages, ward committees, municipalities, Panchayat Union chairman, corporation mayor. Corporation mayor. Then find out the correct statement. Four statements are given. First one is Panchayat Union is formed by a grouping of districts. That is wrong. It is wrong. By grouping of villages, not a district. Second one, district Panchayat is constituted in each village. District Panchayat is constituted in the district, not in the village. Second one, third one, municipal commissioner will be a person from the Indian Administrative Service. Municipal commissioner will be a person from the Indian Administrative Service. That is correct statement. And the fourth one, in village panchayat, the president and ward members are elected by the people. It's also right statement. So the answer is third and fourth. Third and fourth is the correct statement. Third and fourth statements are correct statement. Okay, these are all these answers I have given. Surely I have given all the answers. You have to learn the answers. Now you are going to write the test, 50 mark test you are going to write, I think so. So portion, you have to learn the answers from 1 to 4, civics lesson 1 to 4 lessons, all the answers you have to learn for the test. The 50 mark test, the questions will be asked from the civics part. Civics part, 1 to 4 lessons you have to learn for the test. Questions will be asked from the first 4 lessons. So you can study these answers little later. So you have to prepare first for the test. Okay, thank you.